This is lesson 6, and we're going to learn about the distributive property. Multiplication, remember, can be thought of as repeated addition. So for example, if I have 3 times 5, that means we have 3 5s. So I could repeat 5 plus 5 plus 5, and that is going to give me an answer of 15. And we know that 3 times 5 is also 15. Okay, so that's something that once we learn multiplication, we sometimes forget that multiplication is repeated addition. So let's see what that means for an expression like 3 times 4x minus 3. That means we're going to have 3 of the polynomials in the brackets added together. Okay, so what would that look like? If I have 3 4x minus 3's, that means I'd have 4x minus 3 plus 4x minus 3 plus 4x minus 3. And we know how to solve adding binomials. We know we lift the brackets off the first one. And if my signs, I'm adding a positive, so it stays a positive 4x. I'm adding a negative, so it's going to be opposite. Sorry, I said that wrong. We're adding a negative, so it is a negative 3 because it's opposite signs. And then again, I have the same thing, same signs, so positive 4x, and then opposite signs for the positive and negative 3, so we have a negative 3. And then we organize, so we have 4x and 4x and 4x, so we'll write those next to each other. And then we have our constants, negative 3, negative 3, negative 3, or subtract 3, subtract 3, subtract 3. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and finish this off. 4x plus 4x plus 4x is 12x, and negative 3 minus 3 minus 3 would be a negative 9. Now that seems like a lot of work. There's got to be an easier way. And so let's see if we can figure out an easier way to go from the question to the answer. So I'm going to go ahead and write 3 times 4x minus 3 equals, we know what it equals now because we did all that work, 12x minus 9. Do you see an easier way to go from here to here? Let's take a closer look. If I multiply 3 times 4x, I get 12x. And if I multiply 3 times negative 3, I get negative 9. And so that is the distributive property, when you are going to be multiplying the number on the outside to everything on the inside. And can you see it is much easier than doing the repeated addition. All right, so let's go ahead and practice this. Now notice the instructions here say expand. So when you see the instructions expand, that tells you that you are going to use the distributive property and that we are going to be multiplying. So let's put a little reminder. The word expand means multiply. Okay. All right, and we don't see the times symbol because we know the times looks like an X. So we see that it's multiplication with the number is outside the bracket. All right, let's do this first one. So we have 3 times X. If I'm multiplying a number times a letter, we just write them next to each other, 3x. And now I'm going to multiply 3 times 5. So 3 times 5, we know that's 15. But I need a sign in between. And how do I decide the sign? So the sign isn't necessarily what's in the middle here. We have to think, what's the sign when we do the answer of positive 3 times positive 5? And positive 3 times positive 5 gives us a positive 15. And so that's the sign that goes in between. All right, if you can pause the video and try this on your own, or you can keep going with me. So we have 6 times 2x. So if I have 6 2x's, that just means I multiply 6 times 2, which is 12, and my x goes on the outside. And now I'm going to go 6 times 3. So positive 6 times positive 3 gives me a positive 18. All right, let's try this next one. You're going to do positive 2 times 10x. So 2 times 10 we know is going to be 20, and then we keep that x there, 20x. And now let's try the next one. So it is positive 2 times a negative 4, and that's going to give me a negative 8. Now when we come to C, C is different than our first three examples because our monomial out front is a negative. All right, so we have to keep that in mind. And actually, this is something we should do. Let's write those reminders on the side. If I multiply two positives, my answer is a positive. If I multiply two negatives, my answer is a positive. Remember, same signs, positive. If I have a positive times a negative, my answer is a negative. Or the other way around, a negative times a positive, my answer is negative. So different signs, negative. All right, that's a good little reminder just to have on the side of our page here. Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at multiplying negative 2 times 3x plus 4. So I'm going to multiply negative 2 times 3x. So negative and a positive, we know is going to be negative, and 2 times 3 is 6x. Now negative 2 times a positive 4. So negative and a positive, we know is going to be a negative, and 2 times 4 is just 8. So notice here the signs aren't the same in the brackets, and I told you that could happen, right? So we got to make sure that we are using these rules here when we're multiplying. All right, so negative 3 times 7x. Negative times a positive is a negative. 3 times 7 we know would be 21x. Negative 3 times negative 1. So two negatives, that's going to make a positive 3. Good. All right, try this one on your own. Pause the video, come on back, see if you have the same. So negative 10 times 2x, that's going to be a negative 20x. And then negative 10 times 3, so negative and a positive, that's going to be a negative, and 10 times 3 is 30. All right, so that's expanding. Let's take a look at example 2. Example 2 has the word expand in it, but it also has simplify. So we have expand and simplify. So we know what expand is because we just looked at it. We know that that means multiplication. Simplify is what we've been doing the last 3 lessons, and simplify means either we're going to add or subtract like terms. So we're going to be doing both in these questions. Let's see how that looks. I have 2 times x minus 3 minus 6 times 3x plus 1. If I was to black this out, this first part here just looks like a question we did in example 1. So we already know how to do the first part. We're going to do the same steps we did in example 1. The difference is we have to do it twice. We have to do it first for 2, and then we have to do it for 6. That's all that means. All right, let's take a look. So 2 times 3x we know is going to be 6x. And 2 times a negative 1, that's going to be negative 2. Because a positive 2 times a negative 1, opposite signs tell me it's going to be negative 2. Okay, looks good. Now let's do the next one. Now when we multiply, this is not 6 times 3x. This is negative 6 times 3x. That subtract, remember, belongs to the 6, and it makes it a negative. So negative 6 times 3, a negative times a positive is a negative, and 6 times 3 is going to be 18x. And then let's go negative 6 times a positive 1. So negative times a positive is a negative, and 6 times 1 would be 6. All right, so we did the expand part. Our next line, we can see we have like terms. So we're going to go ahead and organize. Let's do our organizing line. So I see I have 6x minus 18x are like terms. And then negative 2 minus 6 are like terms. And then in this step, this is the simplify that I've highlighted in yellow. We're now going to add or subtract like terms. So 6 minus 18 is a negative 12x. And remember, this is not 2 minus 6, right? We don't think of it like that. We've got to remember what we've been doing the last couple days, or last couple lessons. It's a negative 2 minus 6, and that's going to be negative 8. And that's your final answer. Okay, I would love for you guys to pause the video, Try this on your own, even if it's just the first line, and then turn the video back on and see if you have the first line the same. All right, give it a shot. So I'm going to start. 4 times x is a 4x. 4 times 2, we know is 8. Let's make sure we got the right sign. A positive 4 times a positive 2 would be a positive 8. We have negative 3 times 2x, so negative times a positive would be a negative. 3 times 2 is 6x. And then a negative 3 times a negative 5. So when I multiply two negatives, we know that's going to be a positive, and 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, great. All right, now hopefully you have the same line as me. We're going to organize. So I got my 4x and my negative 6x are like terms. Positive 8 plus 15 are like terms. And now we'll add together our like terms. So 4 minus 6 is a negative 2x. 8 plus 15 is a positive 23. All right, let's check out the worksheet that you'll be doing following this lesson. So distributive property worksheet right here. You can see that you're going to be expected to do number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And my instructions on number 4, we should add, this should be, say, expand and simplify. So go ahead and write that in. That's on page 15 in your booklet. And the first 3 examples, you're going to be doing just the expanding to the 1 binomial. And for example 4, you'll have to do it twice, or for question 4. Okay, so why don't you try the first one right now? Pause the video, give it a shot, and let's see if we have the same answer when you come back. So 7 times 3 is 21x, and 7 times negative 1, 7, or positive and a negative is a negative, and 7 times 1 is 7. Don't forget this equal sign in front. Check your answer and make sure you have that equal sign. All right, how about let's try 2a together as well before you go off on your own. So go down to 2a, try 2a on your own, and then come back to the video and let's see if we have the same. So we'll do negative 2 times 4. So negative and a positive give me a negative. 2 times 4 is 8x. And then we do negative 2 times positive 2. So negative times a positive is a negative, and 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, hopefully you have the same as me. Why don't we go ahead, we'll do the same for 3a. Let's do 3a together. So pause the video, try 3a, and then come on back, see if you have the same. Okay, start by putting your equal sign there. Negative 2 times x squared. Now remember there's like an invisible 1 here, so you can think of it as negative 2 times 1 is negative 2x squared. And then negative 2 times 2x. So a negative times a negative is a positive. And 2 times 2 is 4x. And then negative 2 times 4. So a negative times a positive is a negative, and 2 times 4 is 8. All right, I'm not going to do 4 with you on the worksheet. If you need help with that, you can go back and re-watch the part of the video in example 2 that explains it. But hopefully that was enough to help you with the worksheet. And if you have any questions, please message me on Edsby. Have a great day, guys.